Okra, one of my favorite vegetables. It's actually the season for okra, and I'm going to show you how I prepare my okra. I'll start by preparing my tomato sauce for my okra, our famous olive oil. As you see, I have it in a bottle of liquor or whiskey because I cherish olive oil as much as I cherish a good whiskey. Less than 1/4 of a cup. Let's see, let's measure with a spoon. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons, and 5 tablespoons of pure olive oil. For 5 tomatoes, I peeled 5 garlic cloves and sliced them. These are my 5 peeled tomatoes cut into little quarters. So 5 tomatoes, 5 garlic cloves. I'll start by searing the garlic cloves. Make sure they don't burn, because if they do, there's like a bitter taste that you don't want in your sauce. So they have to be slightly goldish. Look at the color of the garlic. Right before it's turning to brown, like so, I'm adding the tomatoes. On a very high fire, because I want the tomatoes to bring out all the water that's in them and to caramelize and reduce to the extract of the fresh tomatoes. This process will take like half an hour. I'm going to dry my tomatoes and bring all the water out and get the essence of the extract of the tomatoes. Meanwhile, my tomato sauce is cooking. I'm going to talk to you about how I prepare my okra for this recipe. So okra comes with a little hat on top of it. I want to bring it into looking like this. A flat cut on the top of the okra, and I'll show you that. I'll demonstrate. Just the top of the okra that I pre-washed before I started cutting it. I washed my okra and I cut the top of the okra. Then I let it dry. If you can, let it dry in the sun. It's the best way to dry okra. And if not, in your kitchen next to a window, just let it dry for 24 hours. Now it's time to start cooking the okra. I have here 2 kilos of fresh okra. As I said, it is the season of okra right now, so you can find okra easily. I need 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. It's very important that you sear your okra before you start cooking it. It's important to cut the top of the okra, as I showed you. I'm going to show you again. Flatten the top, dry it in the sun or in your kitchen next to your window for 24 hours, and then sear it in the pan before we start cooking it. So my olive oil is warm, And I'm going to put the okra into the pan. It's a lot of okra. I have here 2 kilos of okra. You know me, I cook for everyone. I cook for my sisters, my friends. Michal loves okra. It's such a great vegetable. I like to serve it on rice, on a bed of rice. It's wonderful with rice and the tomato sauce. So you see I have towel paper under the okra to absorb the humidity or whatever water is left in the okra. There we go. Now I'm going to sear my okra in the pan. It looks like it's a lot, but once it's seared, it reduces itself. So it's not going to be this much. I'm covering my tomato sauce. I'm going to let it cook. This is a Thai okra. It's the longer okra. There's also a much shorter okra, which is delicious as well. Whichever okra you can find in the market would be just great. Vegetables, you know, are super healthy for you. Fresh vegetables, since we need all the vitamins we can get for our immune system to be strong and for us to be healthy. Don't forget to stir constantly because you want all the okra to touch the bottom of the pan so that it all gets equally seared. Okay, so my tomato sauce is ready. My okra is seared. Look at this beautiful green color of the okra. I am going to pour my tomato sauce into the okra. The tomatoes and garlic. And move it, stir it, make sure it gets everywhere into the okra. And now I am going to prepare my tomato concentrate with water to pour into the okra. This is the last phase. We need some water for the okra, of course, so that it cooks. For that, I'm going to use 100 milliliters of tomato concentrate. Remember, I like to put some sugar in my tomato paste. A spoon of sugar. Just a spoonful of sugar keeps the doctor away, you all know, and makes the medicine go down. So let's do a flat tablespoon of salt. Pnina cup. There's a little bit of olive oil in it, but it's just what's left to drop. Pnina cup and another Pnina cup. So 2 Pnina cups of water. I like it to be boiling water if possible. So prepare your water ahead of time. Of course, let's not forget our pepper, fresh pepper. There's no quantity for that. Pepper is as much as you light, but can be half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of pepper. Let me stir my okra again. And now I'm going to raise the fire again. I lowered it before when I put my tomato sauce so that I could explain how I do my tomato paste with water, salt, sugar, and pepper. That will go in to the okra. It almost covers the 2 kilos of okra that I have here. So we have the fresh tomatoes that we reduced with garlic. And we have the tomato paste that I opened with water, sugar, salt, and pepper. Very simple. You need to really taste the taste of okra. And if we put too much in it, we will not be able to benefit from the very, very tasty flavor of the okra. In 2 minutes, I will lower the fire and let it cook for 40 minutes on a low fire. I'm going to taste my sauce and see if I don't have to add any salt or pepper to it. I am adding another half a tablespoon of salt. It's so hot in here. I think God created menopause to let us women appreciate how wonderful life was before menopause. Anyway, I won't let it bring me down, especially not now that I'm with you. I'm gonna close my pan and let the okra cook for 40 minutes. My okra is ready. This is how the okra should look. When it's ready, you see it reduced itself. I prepared some plain white rice to go with my okra. On top of it, I'm going to taste the okra and see how it came out. Rice and okra go together very well. Perfect. I hope it comes out as good when you do it.